Hello everybody, Iain Robson, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we're taking some toys from Oxnard, California to Fresno, California. It's another double trailer here. I got the Peterbilt 389, the Viper Edition back in. I got triaxles still. Probably should have taken those out, but I have triaxles still. And I already got the load hooked up here, as you can see. And it's a FedEx Express toys, so it should be interesting. Also, I decreased the engine from last time. Last time we did, I had a much more powerful engine. This time I dropped it down, or no, I guess it was last night I had a powerful engine. But I wasn't recording that, so that's why I said last time, but I really didn't record that, so. Anyways, so I'm back in the Peterbilt, like I mentioned. It seems to be working fine with the open beta for the time being, so not too worried about that. And I've went to an engine of, I guess I changed the engine of this particular truck, because I had an 840 horsepower engine in here, I think, before, which was totally overkill. Now I just put a 550 horsepower engine in there, I think. I think that's what it was, something like that. So I didn't put anything too overkill in here, but something along the lines, something powerful enough for double trailers, and something powerful enough for heavy haul, should I choose to do that. I know this truck isn't too bad for either, to be honest with you, so. This is the FedEx depot, apparently. I'm gonna be able to get out of here? Goodness gracious, look at this intersection, holy cow. Why aren't there lights here? Is there a turning lane? Oh, there totally is. Okay, well there's a turning lane at least, so. Guess we can get into the turning lane. It still means we need to get somebody who's kind enough to let us in. I could cut up. Okay, you're gonna let us in? Thanks, buddy. Didn't really give him an option, I don't think. Anyways, there we go. So like I said, I went back to a slightly less powerful engine, although it does sound a bit differently. I find this one's got a bit more of a whine than the 100 horsepower engine, but it's not too bad, so. I don't know how heavy this actual load is, probably not 14 tons, so it's really not that heavy. It just, oops, let's merge here. Wasn't really paying attention there. It's only 14 tons, so it's really not that crazy. Some of the other ones that you get are a bit crazier than this. It seems crazier at least. I don't know what it is, but with this particular truck, 550 horsepower seems to be enough for everything. But in the in-game Peterbilt 389, with the same size of engine, for whatever reason, it seems like it's not powerful enough for everything. Stay there, Land Rover. Whoa. Jeez. So, it's really bizarre. I don't know what the deal is, but it just feels like it's less powerful in that in-game one. I don't know. It's really strange. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I haven't played much with the in-game Peterbilt, to be honest with you. As soon as this one came out, I had this one ever since it came out, basically, and in terms of customization, this one has way more customizing options, I guess, than the in-game one, so that's why I've kind of stuck with it. Let's cruise at 95, sure. That's good. That's a good speed to cruise at. Although we're going to make a left turn up here, so. Let's hit that jake brake here. Slow us down a little bit. There we go. Oh, it's one of these ones. Okay. Alright, let's toggle the jake brake there. I don't know how high you're supposed to let that, or how crazy you're supposed to get with downshifting with the jake brake. I don't know what the rule is. Probably not to go as high as the RPMs that I've been going sometimes, but. Turn the jake brake off here. I find it's when I'm shifting gears, or floating gears, whatever you call it. Well, I'm floating. I'm not really putting my foot on the clutch. That's why I say I'm floating gears as opposed to shifting, where like putting my foot on the clutch. And there are times when you have to double clutch. I think I don't know how that works. I think it's like clutch to pull it out of gear and clutch to put it into gear. I think it's how it's supposed to work. If memory serves, I think there actually is an option in the gameplay settings to set that up, should you desire at least. Luckily for us, we're in the truck lane. I don't know if it's going to make a difference or not, but we're going to see here. Oh, this hill might actually make a difference, yeah. Going to 7 low there. Steep grades. Okay, good to know. This is that crazy road here. Right, this is where you stop if you're a truck. What happened to that guy? Maybe he couldn't make it with his engine. Alright. This is pretty steep. I don't know, I haven't, like I said, no wait, I didn't say that before in this. There was something else I recorded this morning, that's why I'm like, okay, I said that. Like, no, you didn't. Alright. As I mentioned before, it's kind of fun to drive around some of these, is this the breakaway line? Runaway truck ramp. No, we don't need the runaway truck ramp. Let's put the Jake brake on, just let's coast down this hill. So that's what you'd use if you're losing control. So, luckily we're not losing control at the moment, though. I haven't seen a lot of those in Canada, in my neck of the woods in Ontario, but out in British Columbia, those were all over the place, because there's like tons of hills, though, that's why. There's a hill around every corner, and there was like a runaway ramp like at every corner because of that as well. There we go. Not too bad. The hill wasn't that bad, honestly. Didn't seem that bad, at least. There we go. Let's move into the left lane here. Move out of that way. Because we don't want to exit. We want to keep going straight. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, driving around the vanilla or the I don't know, standard in-game stuff is really nice because you get to see what SES has done with some of this stuff in comparison to the coast to coast. I've been doing a lot of driving on the coast to coast map, but because this is an open beta right now, I don't have it installed, so I'm driving more just in the vanilla stuff like Arizona, California, Nevada, I guess the other state. So it's nice to see the comparisons, I suppose, because they did a really good job in here. Like when I compare this to the coast to coast, now remember coast to coast is like an aftermarket mods, or no, our mod, not an aftermarket, but a mod. So take that as you will, I suppose. But this is they did a really good job. Like there's something to see all the time. There's lots of scenery in here. Whereas I find the coast to coast map in between cities, there's not much to see. If you just like to do long drives, it's great. But if you want to see stuff and kind of enjoy the drive a bit more, I find it's not as interesting. And like I said before, this is where ETS really really takes the cake because they have lots and lots of things to see as you're driving along too. So, which is really nice. Again, that's what our load looks like there. FedEx Express. I really don't need the triaxle for this. Not at all, because it's not that heavy at all. But I just have it on here because I was doing some heavy hauls with this truck, and that's the reason why I got it. So I haven't run into game-breaking bugs yet thus far. The only one would probably be the map, related to the maps, of course, in this situation, because this guy's going a bit slow up here. The only thing, like I said, would be related to the maps, because the maps haven't been adapted to the newest patch, I guess. At least as far as I know. Maybe they have been now, but last time I checked, it had not been. The coast to coast map nor the Canada Dream map, so no one's coming to smash into us. That's good. So yeah, I don't know. Eventually, I'll put them back in because it's nice to have the option of going to other places too. But definitely, in terms of like how nice it is to see, definitely like the in-game stuff, standard in-game stuff is really nice in comparison to it. But you do have some options, like if you compare like some of the ETS maps, like those have been around for a lot longer, and that's the reason why they're a lot more detailed. Like for example, pro mods and all that kind of jazz. There's lots and lots of things to see. So, all right. So we have another 150 kilometers to go. Nothing too crazy. I tend to, whenever I play ATS, I tend not to do crazy long journeys. I don't mind doing them like off camera, but I find that if it's more than about 300 or 400 kilometers, that's when I kind of like, okay, that's a little bit too long to record. I don't know why I feel that way, but because I guess with the recording software I use for ATS, I don't have the pause feature, whereas with FarmSim I do, I suppose. So that's the reason why. I just find whenever I record using mirrorless action in ATS, it's a bit choppy in comparison to open broadcaster software. I don't know why it's like that, but it just seems to be the case. So that's the reason why I end up using the just the open broadcaster software. Because I just find that the game runs a lot smoother as well. Oop, stay in your lane, Iain. Going straight through here, good. Glad I noticed that before we start driving through that intersection. The number of times I've driven past my turnoff in this game is just ridiculous. I did it last night. I was like so I would turn off onto the highway, and I was like looking at something else, and I'm like enjoying the scenery or whatever, and I'm like, oh shoot, that was my turnoff. Totally did a U-turn like further up. It was pretty funny, but it's I don't know. It happens in real life too. But the thing in real life is that you have to remember not to panic and just drive straight through. Because in this game you can stop and do like a U-turn in the middle of nowhere and it's fine. But in real life, you try to do that, yeesh, you get some, you have some pretty, but you can run into some pretty big issues. At least that's what I've discovered. 1 second coffee break here. All right. But yeah, like I said, this area, they've done a really good job on it. And I'm curious to see what New Mexico is going to hold in the near future. Hopefully in the near future. Maybe they'll release it for just before Christmas. I hope it's before that, honestly, but you never know. And if you are looking to get some of the DLC for ETS, I'm sure it'll be available during the Christmas sale, or maybe a fall sale. I don't know. I think they have a lunar festival, I think, in the fall, and they do a fall sale during that time. Might be able to find some games on sale then. I haven't picked up any new games recently, to be honest with you. Most of the games I've played have only been like ATS and ETS. I haven't played much ETS lately, more ATS. And then Farm Sim, of course. Been really enjoying Farm Sim. Been playing on server a lot lately. And then my single player a lot as well. Lots of new things coming out. Placeables. Well, placeables that have been out for a while, but I have never picked them up, so it's nice to have that option these days. So going straight through here to Oxnard. Also, I noticed that in the base game, the highway system's a lot more complex than in the coast to coast. Coast to coast, I just find is kind of like straight, and that's it. And then where here you have like some overpasses, some underpasses, you have some crazy intersections, and you have some real serious. We're going right here. The funny thing is, either I brake way too early, like right now, or I don't brake until the last minute. There we go. Alright, take a wide turn here. Alright, no one's coming. As long as we don't go in the other lane, I think we'll be okay. Oh yeah, we got lots of space there, perfect. The funny thing is, depending on the engine you use, I've discovered it feels as if you need to change gears at different RPMs. It just seems that way, at least. Because of the way the engines actually work. Some of them have like I guess a higher RPM. I don't know if it actually says that in the information, now that I think about it. I'll have to take a look at that next time. I don't think it talks about, mentions RPM at all in the engine options. Yeah, I don't think it does. So they don't really give you the option of, or they don't say like how high the, oh, that's definitely a red light. I don't think they actually show that, now that I think about that. When I come to a full stop, it's going to go green. Oh, maybe not that quick. Usually it's like, as soon as I stop, I find the lights just change automatically. It's so bizarre. It really feels like that. You know, just the game throwing a little bit of a slap in your face sort of thing. It's the wrong time to grab a sip of coffee, apparently. I should really try the double clutch to see what that's like, actually. I'll have to practice with it a little bit first though, before I see what it's like. Also, I put, I had the No More Grinds mod in, but it felt a little bit like cheating. I like hearing the grinding sound when I'm not doing something right. But maybe it's just me. Once you get used to, like, once you find the right place to shift the gears, it's not terrible. Is this person gonna let us in? Absolutely not. Thanks, buddy. Alright. Oh, this is our, well, it's too late now. It's like, oh, this is our turn. Nope, not at all. Not time. But the funny thing is, if you stop at the line, you can't see the light half the time. So like, I guess, let's move up to the line where I'm supposed to be here. And now I really can't see it. Like, I'd have to, like, lean forward. I do like this truck. This is why I haven't changed this truck in ages. I just haven't found anything that I really like that compares, I suppose. Oh, come on, light change anytime now. But yeah, you really can't see this light when you're inside the truck. Let's make that left turn there. Don't hit the cop. Yeah, I don't know if the in-game trucks would have had a problem with this particular one. Oh, that was a bad shift. I don't think they would have had a trouble with this particular one. Just because it is such a light load. Like, it's, what is it, like 14 tons? So that's really nothing. Now with this truck I can go, you know, up to, what would it be? I think I can go up to 80 tons, I think it is, or whatever the highest one is. It doesn't really make a difference. Just some of the hills are a bit more challenging, and that's it basically. Alright, we don't need to go any faster than this. A number of times I'm like, okay, put the pedal to the metal, but you're in town, so. Nice little parking garage there. Not too bad. What else we got over here? Looks like a dealership of sorts. Truck care center. Okay, cool. Wendy's? Nice. I haven't been to Wendy's in ages. I used to like their spicy chicken burger was my favorite at Wendy's, but if I have an option for going out for takeout or going out for like fast food, it's never Wendy's. It's always Subway. I just like sandwiches. Alright. Turning left up here. Yeah. Let's see. Is that gonna be okay? Oh yeah, we're good. I thought we'd have a little bit of trouble there, but I probably should have downshifted a little bit, but that's okay. We made it. Is this our turn? Looks like it, yeah. Apparently we're going to Walmart again. I felt like I did one of these last night. I think it was this exact Walmart too. Now that I think about it. Alright, take a nice wide turn here. Put our hazards on so people know that we're going to do some crazy stuff. Let's keep an eye on those trailers in the back there. Oh yeah, we're fine. And we can take the hazards off for the time being. No, off. There we go. And where's the parking spot? Can we get lined up correctly? Let's find out. What's we're looking at? Maybe. Alright. Take it nice and slow. We might be okay on this one. Oh, there we go. That was pretty lucky. See, this is the type of spot it makes sense to have the double trailers, and it's okay. Let's decouple. What do we got here? Ooh, excellent. Yeah, 348 kilometers. That's about the right. That's about the length of trip I end up doing a lot of times. So anyways, that was toys delivery from Oxnard to Fresno, California. Alright folks, that's it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed that double trailer action. My name's Iain Robson. If you like what you saw, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more American Truck Simulator. Catch you guys later.